The government in London is preparing for a breakdown in talks on a Brexit trade pact. Apparently the deadline should be extended again and again and again and again. Hours before the end of what is actually the last deadline in the negotiations for a trade pact, the government in London has published details of its no-deal planning. I mean, this deadline is gone, but they published their planning then. A government spokesman said that a strategy book had been developed in which every single predictable scenario was played out. Last Sunday, British Prime Minister Johnson spoke to EU Commission President Ursula von der Leyen again. Johnson had previously described a no-deal as very, very likely. British Chief Negotiator David Frost arrived at the European Commission's headquarters on Sunday morning to meet his EU colleague Michel Barnier one last time before the deadline, he said himself. After the phone call, it was said on Sunday afternoon that the negotiations should continue despite the headline. It is feared that after the end of the Brexit transition phase, there could be kilometers of traffic jams on the roads that lead to the important ferry terminal in Dover. Much of the trade with the European continent is carried out via the ferry connection to Calais in France and via the nearby Eurotunnel. Some physical checks must be implemented in any case, but if no agreement is reached, there would be also customs duties and quantity restrictions, the so-called quotas. Small and medium-sized companies in particular could quickly be overwhelmed by the necessary formalities and controls and lead to truck jammings at the checkpoints. In addition, some of the computer programs that were developed for this purpose could not be tested. The government spokesman emphasized that 900 additional employees had already been hired for border controls. 1,100 more should be added by March. For inspection, 7 locations in the hinterland and a headquarter had been set up, which is in operation around the clock. Transport companies also have their own telephone hotlines and an app. Great Britain left the EU on February 1st, but the country will remain in the EU internal market and the customs union until the end of the year. During this transition phase, it has not yet been possible to negotiate a trade agreement for the period after Brexit. Without an agreement, customs duties would be levied in mutual trade at the turn of the year, with serious consequences for the economy. And if you want to stay informed, please subscribe to my channel, visit my other channels. I'll see you in my next video. Viel Spaß!